Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 21 of Malt and Magic Campaign 2. We have a lot to sort of figure out from last week's battle, so we'll get to that shortly. But before I do so, let's run down the usual shout-outs and thank yous and say hello to the whole cast and crew before we dive into the session. So, yes, my usual shout-outs and thank yous to Incarnate, Albo Radio, and Dungeon Alchemist. Thank you so much for the raid straight off the bat. That's amazing. Love you. So, yes, Albo Radio, Dungeon Alchemist, and Incarnate, when I get them out of my brain there, for all things virtual mapping and tabletop. Raid threw me off. Thanks, Skyfate. Love you. Yes, then there is Hero Forge for all things sort of NPC visuals these days, not necessarily character visuals, as of course our amazing artwork is all courtesy of the equally amazing Stick, who you will probably find floating around in the chat at some point, so thank you very much, Stick. And then there are the other tools that I use in the background just for sort of DM hints, tips, tricks and tools. So they are Kassoon, 5e Magic Shop, 2 Minutes Tools, the Thieves Guild and World Anvil. Our musical tracks and sound effects that you'll hear throughout the sessions are courtesy of Tabletop Audio and BattleBards. We are still partnered with BattleBards, so I think at some point we will do another giveaway for a subscription. I keep saying that. But of course, we are creeping closer to our other giveaway, which I shall talk about in just a second. So yes, go and check out Tabletop Audio and BattleBards. You can see all of the social media links along the bottom there, where you'll sort of catch all of our updates. We did our shout out for Pride Month. I think earlier today that went out, so yes, of course, a happy Pride Month to everyone as well. And there was a little nugget from our favourite bisexual Blade singer there. I almost fucked the alliteration up totally there, so you'll have to forgive me for that one somehow. But yes, so Carsus's playlist has dropped on our social media channel, so you can go and check that out and see what works on the inner mind of our tormented and tortured Blade Singer wizard there. So yes, go check that out on the social media channels. Of course, you can catch the past episodes as well through one of those social media channels at least, which is on YouTube. And then if you want to get them in audio format, then you can listen on the podcast as well, which is available on multiple platforms. So pick your platform, go give it a listen. My only ask there is that you leave a rating or a review. And yes, then you can catch up on all things Campaign 1, our one-shots, our little specials, and of course Campaign 2 as well. So yes, please go check us out on podcast and YouTube. If you want to interact with us even more, then please come and join us on the Discord server as well. I've seen a couple of new people filter through over the last week, so thank you very much for joining us there. Hopefully you'll have a lot of fun there. We are very much trying to build the Malt and Magic family there, the Malt and Magic community. So if you're getting up to anything, running your own streams, doing your own games, artwork, whatever it is, please share it with us and the community so we can all sort of share in it as that community. And of course we will post updates on there. But there's all things in there from fan theories to fan art to homebrews from Campaign 1. So yes, please come and join us on there. So yes, I think that's it for my usual thank yous. There will be, as per the last couple of weeks, our usual advert for Homie and the Dudes Kickstarter of Sky Zephyrs. So if you are interested in running your own sort of pirate crew or privateering crew and interested in aerial combat, then this is definitely the Kickstarter for you. You can see the link on screen there, which is maltandmagic.co.uk/HATDKS. Please go follow that link, get yourself notified for when that Kickstarter goes live. And yes, support that project because it does look to be awesome. They've even got sort of their own ship builder tool, an NPC crew builder as well there, which is a lot of fun. So go give them go show them some support. Go give them some love. And I think that's it for me tonight. Just looking around my screen to make sure I've not missed any other notes. No, I think we're good. So, with that, my usual warnings do apply. There will be adult language and most certainly adult humour. You have been warned.
Wait.
Wait. What did I do wrong?
No, you haven't. You haven't done anything wrong, and it's all me. So, waffle for a minute.
Waffle for a minute. I've been told to waffle for a minute. What do I say when I'm waffling for a minute? I love it when Mr. Wizard just says waffle. So, yes, hello. Welcome to the Raiders. I know we had a few people raid there. Thank you for joining us. I don't know what to talk about at this point. I just have to waffle about shit. Thanks, Dave. Cool. I can talk more about Homie and the Dudes Kickstarter. No, I can't.
No, we're all good. Right, go for it.
We're all good. Cool. So I think my usual warnings now apply, which is adult language and most certainly adult humour. Waffle away. Let's roll. Hello.
Hello.
It was
no
a
idea what
worthy
happened.
fuck up because we're having a right good chat about waffles and pancakes.
I was going to say,
We
I
are, I
apologise because I'm now really hungry after reading chat.
Yeah.
Basically wouldn't be able to run the intro in its current state because of stuff in the background, so I had to fix it. And I suddenly realised about 10 seconds before, and I went, quick!
That's fine. This is what happens when you run live shows, folks.
It is, and we got there in the end, and now we're just talking about, whether you have ice cream on a waffle and when you have it. So that's great.
I'm
not hungry at all.
Fan. Not a waffle fan.
Not even potato waffles.
Oh, no, hang on a minute.
I'm not a carb person, really, am I? So, despite my
Wish I
appearance,
were.
I'm not
My
a carb
hips wish I
person.
were.
I was about to say, carbs love me.
Yeah. There's nothing better than carbs between some carbs. Like
Like a chip butter.
Yes. Yeah.
Or a crisp sandwich for those Brits out there, because who doesn't love a crisp sandwich?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, let's run down the lineup before we all descend into total chaos. So yes, I am Matt. I'm your dungeon master. Also playing the emotional outlet of Cog, and the physical and emotional form of Tabitha as well.
Hello, I am Dave, and I'm playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue, and the dunce hat wearing wizard in the background.
Hello, I am Danny and I play Lex Ordo, the UNT sorcerer, and I am in a darkened room. It's not for mood lighting, a bulb's gone in the room, and I have a sunburned face, so enjoy that, viewers.
I really hope the bulb just flickers at some point and comes back on like you've had the best idea ever.
Or it'll explode, and I'll have to leave.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Hello, I'm Simo, and I play Cass's Wispcut. And it's been a long day, and it's not over yet. So let's see where we go. It's gonna be fun.
What a pep talk that was.
I was going to say, it has been a long day, but we're all going to finish this day on a very big high with some D&D. So last episode we encountered, I think, our favourite NPC of the campaign so far. There'd been a couple, but yes, you sort of woke up in the Anoa outpost, trying to find how you now make your way across to the Crystalline Isle, and were directed to the local tinkerer. I'm just going to close a few tabs down here while I'm talking. So yes, to the local tinkerer to try and basically find some method of transport. You reckon you could sort of travel across the land, so to speak, but when you got to the river, that's where it was going to pose you a little bit of trouble. So you went and spoke to this local tinkerer, who was very eccentric, and so eventually you negotiated somehow to shrink a boat. And Orin sort of explained if you've got the gemstones, then they could do the spell. And there was a lot of fun that was had, a lot of chaos in that moment. But eventually Orin managed to shrink not the first boat, but the second boat, and successfully give you the word to activate the spell, which we will all enjoy as and when it comes out again.
That's what she said.
JK.
Indeed, yes. Thank you, chat, for that one. That is now canon in this world. So yes,
He said I was such a despaired dungeon master voice.
I mean,
don't
you've
know
not
what's
got me
wrong.
doing stupid thieves camp this season, so we need chat to contribute to the
Yeah,
lunacy.
we'll leave chat to decide on Thieves' Cant this year.
Yeah, any language.
This year,
any
he says.
language.
this year, well, it's going to be a long year. Fucking hell.
It's gonna be a lot of years.
It is going to be a lot of years anyway. So yes, having finally figured out a method of transport, at least across the river, it was then decided you would begin the long journey west, or at least slightly northwest towards the river. Yes, we are talking about that one.
Bad time, JK. Bad time. I was drinking.
Yeah, really bad time. Or perfect timing to put the DM off. No, it's all good. So yes, then started our journey west, and we sort of did a little bit of overland travel, some checks, some rests, and found a few things. There was some strange noises heard in the night. There was some interactions had. I think during the second night it was, if I look at my notes correctly, yes, the second night there was some weird sort of yipping noises heard, which woke, I believe it was Lex at the time up, who woke the rest of the crew. And you were then beset upon by a group of gnolls, one of which was strangely either mutated or transformed in some way. And you managed to defeat them all. Not a regular gnoll, no. Love that. Travis, always in my heart. I love that guy. Yes, so defeated the gnolls, and the only thing that was left of this strange, almost magic-touched gnoll was these glowing orbs, which we realised were the gnoll's eyeballs. So Karsis spent some time identifying them, picked them up, and you decided to finish your rest there and leave again in the morning. So, is there anything else any of the party wishes to do before we sort of wake up and leave in the next morning? Anything which anybody wishes to cast or do? Or
I just need to do my I did aid last episode, but to ratify, people need to have 10 HP, so I've done aid for today. I need to do my morning meditation to see if you get robot legs or emotional legs. Come on, let's see what's first
Are
one of the
we
night.
completing a long rest, yeah?
it is another long rest, yes.
12.
12, which I believe means you save.
Oh, that's close if you do.
I can't remember what we said the DC is, I'm not going to lie.
No, neither can I.
Go team.
Great.
It's all good.
Great.
I'm pretty sure it's
We're
a
on a
DC
solid
10.
maybe.
I'll put a tick in the
It's all
cross
good.
in. Yeah.
There we go. Very good. So in the morning, you wake up, aid is cast upon you once again, you partake of some more rations, so make sure to chalk off another morning's worth of rations. And yes, you then begin further on your journey now in the daylight as the sun had risen. And it's sort of not an overcast morning, but there's quite a few clouds in the sky, so you can see sort of these great shafts of sunlight where they do shine through. Pretty much said that word just so Danny could hear the word shaft on stream.
Well, I was thinking what would be the name of word for great shaft, and it'd be Digbick, wouldn't it?
So yes, these shafts of sunlight that shine through these various gaps in the cloud, and you also now see the other corpses. Well, the corpses that remain, at least, of the gnolls. And yeah. The crows have already started to descend and pick at some of these corpses as you pack up camp and begin heading west, as the grass sort of now grows up now, sort of is about thigh tall, or at least knee tall on Karsus. And you continue plodding on towards the river. So I need somebody to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, I'll do it.
As
Why
we're
not?
on grass, I'm kind of thinking in my head. You know when when you play Pokemon on old school Game Boy, and you go in the grass and it goes diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. When a Rattata turns up and you're going to fight it. I think that's going to happen any minute.
Before Dave says the thing, sorry, I'm in the room now.
What do you mean you're choosing all your spells, frantically because you're a sucker, glutton for punishment?
It's fine. Casters will cast Mage Armor on themselves and on Lex through the ring.
100. Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
So Dave, the result.
64.
64.
So close.
Very good. You continue on through your sort of morning journey. I suppose it would help if I brought the map up as well. And continue wander. Eventually, sort of the clouds begin to dissipate and the sun rises high into the sky. And it's a warmer day than it has been, or at least it was the previous day where it was sort of drizzly and raining. You continue to wander on. There's a few sort of creatures that wander across your path every now and again. Nothing really of note. A few squirrels, a couple of rabbits here and there. And other than the birds in the sky, there's little to no other life around here. You can hear the insects around you that sort of chirp, and you can see them sort of bounce out of the grass every now and again as you step through. But generally, you are well into the wilds of this region of Enoeth now, and well sort of into the deep countryside where it appears that nobody tends to venture very often. You stop for lunch and have a rest, sort of take on some water and pay attention to your surroundings. If the sun wasn't high in the sky, I'd say it would almost be impossible to navigate your way through this grass, as there is very few features to go off, but with the sun in the sky you can still get your bearings and continue to head on. Luckily, because the grass is so long, you can also see the trail that you have trodden thus far up to this point. As the music comes through there. And you begin on the second half of your journey for the day, at least, so the afternoon leg of the journey. I'm going to ask somebody to roll me another D100, please.
Go on,
Danny. Oh, sorry.
It's an order, makes sense.
5.
Roll me a D20, please, sir.
So what's going to get us?
17.
17.
Sorry, I just love chat there. What did I miss? We are in grass. That's it. That's the
long
session
grass.
so far.
We're going on a bear hunt going through my head now for anybody that's got kids.
Well, that really boils down 25 minutes of streams. What have we done? Fuck all. We're in some grass. Well done, everybody. Great content.
What is happening? We are on grass. There we go. That's all. That's all, everyone. Thank you.
I'm glad floating is with me in that we're going on a bear hunt, shan't there? So yes, with a 17, you continue to walk sort of after lunch, continue through this long grass, and again, eventually, different plants start to grow up out of this area. There's some sort of these large stems that sort of erupt every now and again out of the grass, and these huge, great bulbous bulbs, if you like, at the top. And there's some quite large and very vibrant coloured flowers and patches of sort of shrubs that you start to pass. You continue on for maybe another half an hour, and then I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Damn! We're getting hay fever.
My com's alright.
Oh man.
24. Have some of that.
Oh,
17.
18.
24, 17 and 18. So there's a moment where you all sort of start to step forward, and then one of you just sort of nudges one of these plants, and there's this puff of these small little spores. And you cough a little bit, but generally you're okay. But you realise that some of these plants around you are highly possibly poisonous.
Oh, good.
You can almost taste it on your tongue, that tang of something that is not quite right.
As we're getting closer west, and I am from the west, granted it was 30 years ago since I've been
And
here.
far west.
Oh, there's no point even finishing my statement.
Go
I was
on.
gonna say,
No,
do I
you've
remember any of
started
the
it now.
wildlife? Do I remember any of the fucking botanical shit from when I was a kid and know which ones to avoid?
Make me a
What is-
nature check, please.
I feel like with that question, you just should get an automatic failure. Do I remember that botanical shit? Just automatic failure.
But I rolled an 11, so we'll see.
11. So you look around these plants, and
Yeah, my dear Lex, your agapanthus are flourishing.
you don't recognise any of them in particular. There's nothing that really stands out.
Right, my cat's being a twat, hang about. He's just trying to break in. So that,
That's
Joel.
fine. So,
Yeah, but I can't believe that just happened after I've literally just have to let Pebble into the office because she's cracked at the door as well.
honestly, this
this is why you don't have
back-to-back
cats.
seat.
Yeah, to be
This is
honest,
why you get
it's
dogs.
crazy.
I've got a dog as well. It's chaos.
As it, yeah. So as that plant, does,
As you get squirted on, as we get
yeah,
the cat
as it
by a
explodes all over our face, then Jewel will very quickly cover her mouth and her face up with the like bandana thing that she's got that then covers herself up, and also for good measure just pulls a sort of a cape around, just like, we must be careful here. Do we know how far the river is going to be? Any signs? Maybe more vegetation means we are getting close.
Could Tabitha or Clark maybe scout ahead, do you think?
They certainly could, yes. I will send Tabitha ahead. How far could she be? Question.
I would guess that these possibly stem from the swamps? Possibly?
Maybe.
Potentially, I don't know enough about botanical to know that.
Botanical shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's all foreign vegetation to me. I'm not familiar with this kind of terrain.
It does not work off magic or cogs, so I understand why you do not care for it.
Well, I mean, there were jungles around when I was a kid, but I've spent more years out of the jungle than I have in the jungle by this point, so I've probably lost my touch.
I do not
Would
believe
they-
we are necessarily in jungles just yet. This is more.
No. I mean, it's a comparative jungle compared to McKennis, I can tell you that.
It is certainly more homely than the city to me, I have to say. Not that I actually know these particularly well, but the general environment.
I grew up in a palace, so this isn't really home ground.
No.
Well, let's all step carefully. And carry on.
Will do.
Just reach my step goal by stroking the cat. That's ridiculous.
Is that a euphemism?
Well, I was gonna,
I
was
was
gonna word
thinking
it
that.
very differently. I'm not gonna lie. I just,
There is a trick of putting it on your lead hand, and then when you masturbate, you get loads of steps in.
You've
Oh,
only
dear.
heard of this trick, right, Danny? You've only
Just to
heard of
clarify,
it.
I'm right-handed, and my watch is on my left hand. Just to clarify, I've just heard it
Does
from a
that-
friend.
No, so
this
what you
just
said
tells me
is
that
you actually
you
swap
write with
your
your right hand.
So
yeah.
you actually know to swap your.
Oh, wrestle it back, man. Wrestle it back. I've put myself into a trap.
It's a threat.
And yes, like chat, I do agree that we have glossed over the fact that Carsus really did just went, no, I'm rich.
I'm all right.
All right, beast.
Very good. So you continue on your journey then, sort of paying attention. And eventually you sort of enter into a small wooded area. And the ground underfoot becomes a little bit more damp. And a little bit more swamp-like.
Can we hear flowing
the-
water yet?
No.
Okay.
For the sake of this now, I'm going to say this is not full difficult terrain, but slightly difficult terrain where you have to be slightly more careful where you put your feet and where you wander. And as you continue sort of further into this wood, the trees eventually form a bit of a thicker canopy over the top to where sunlight is quite, I think dappled is the term, or doppled, I can't remember the exact term.
I think it's dappled.
I think it's dappled as well. And eventually there's like these small pools or very large puddles of murky green water. And you start to see small little bunches of fungal growths here and there. I need everybody to make me... Well, in fact... Give me a marching order, please, for the sake of this.
Castles up front.
Castles up front.
Joel, go at the
I'll
back.
be next. Towards the back. I'll put
You are now.
Legs must be balanced. You must go in the middle.
Touche.
It's a Lex sandwich.
There's
It always is a Lex sandwich, though. That's the problem.
Cool. Carsis. How do you move through this wood?
Foxtrot.
Why not?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Gallop. What do I mean?
Cartwheel.
What's
So
your
in
gait?
terms of your general movement through this wood, are you taking care where you step, or are you just sort of being a bit more brash in your movements, just ploughing on ahead?
Matt, I've got -3 in wisdom. I'm not really paying attention where I'm putting my feet right now.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Why do I get a Top Gear
That's all I
vibe
needed to know.
of going, why are they following James May? You know, we just very much got that. Oh, shit.
I know my point A and I know my point B destination. I'm going to go in a straight line, and it's the only thing straight about casters right now.
We can't go over it. We can't go
What a hell of a way to die.
Excellent. In which case, then, you sort of wander around and you can see these patches of fungal growths around you, and then eventually you trip over one of them, and this piercing scream and shriek just sounds out as this fungus, the top of it just sort of opens up, and this scream just fills the whole wood. Yeah, enjoy this one.
Hang on, the fungus is screaming.
The fungus is currently screaming.
Have we entered Mario World?
We went to the Feywild last campaign and we didn't have fucking screaming fungi. What the fuck's going on? Oh my god, it's clickers from the last
What you then notice is that as this one starts to scream, another starts to scream, and then another, all in sort of quite close proximity. And then you notice sort of a bit further ahead there are these larger fungal growths that begin to sort of shake and move a little bit, and you can hear this strange sort of almost guttural groan that sort of just emanates out of the woods around you, just sort of this.
Are there any... This is just the fungal stuff, it's not like the trees near us or anything?
No, it seems to be the fungal growths.
Can Jewel find the nearest...
Grammatical!
You're exactly the same as when you had the necklace of fireballs. Yeah, can Jewel find the closest tree and just dart up it?
Yes.
Cool, she will.
And on that note, I'm going to say, can we roll some initiative, please?
Oh, damn.
Oh boy, okay.
On the screaming mushrooms.
Screaming mushrooms, yes.
Come on.
9.
Oh, my best initiative roll so far. 20. I'm not going last.
Nice.
Shit.
Natural
I'm
or
still
dirty?
going last. I'm going to be livid. 20.
How's this?
I rolled a 10.
Which gives you... Sorry, that was a total of 10.
Sorry, total of 10, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Right, let's populate a map with some tokens, shall we?
Oh boy.
So, we'll say Jewel has climbed this tree just here.
Oh, map, buttons, things to do.
Albert, go.
How we doing?
So, Carsus is there, and then we will say Alex is here. Currently, you were walking in this direction. And so, just to let you know what was screaming, you've got one thing screaming here, another thing screaming there, another thing screaming over here, and a thing screaming over here. It was this large fungal growth here that begins to move.
Oh, damn.
That's a big shroom. Holy
You're going to
fuck.
see all of these different sort of tiny creatures as well begin to move around.
If I eat one, will I grow really big? Lex Ordo.
Can I just take us back to Witches and Wildlights episode 1, where a certain bunny character ate a mushroom?
Immediately.
Literally, first thing.
It happen.
Oh, very good. I'm also going to say that 2 shrubs begin to shake and move as well, and these strange creatures start to sort of shuffle out towards you. And with that, as all this movement happens around you, Lex, you are up first.
I'm first.
Sorry, you are.
You
I
are.
just there you go. I got it wrong.
So, I will. Oh, I'm gonna S2, S3, S4, and MS are going down with a lightning bolt.
Bloody hell.
Kill it, burn it all.
S2, S3,
So
and
that's a
S4.
Dex 14, please. It's going to go in a line, yeah, and hopefully get Microsoft as well.
Yes, indeed. So we'll do MS first.
That's Carsus's
Dex saving throw, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Ooh, half damage for him.
So then S2 Dex. I rolled a 15 on the dice, which gives S2 a 10.
Yes, full damage.
S3 gets 14.
Half damage.
And S4 gets 4.
2 halves, 2 fulls. Happy days.
2 halves, 2 fulls.
So the Tesla coil forms around my hand for 23 lightning damage.
So 23 lightning
Half to
damage.
12.
So half to 12 for MS, I think we said, yeah?
Fuck, they're not resistant or anything. We hope.
Halved to
12.
It does say
3.
the lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried, so we're probably in a forest fire now.
Well done.
Hey, if you want to kill plants, set them on fire.
Thank God, yeah, but thank God you didn't do it, you didn't light the tree on fire that Jules in.
So,
Look,
as that lightning bolt
Plant
then
type,
catapults
fire
off,
type.
2 of these screaming fungi, speak English, man. 2 of these shrieking fungi just shrivel up into ash. This third one is really not looking good at all. Like it's scorched and shriveled, and like the opening that was shrieking is now almost fused together in piece. So you can just hear this that continues. It is very, very bloodied. MS is just sort of got this. You can just see this line of black across it where the lightning bolt is scorched, but generally looks okay. Anything else on your turn?
I was going to bonus action give myself Dragon Breath, but I can't, so there's another spell on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no. I'm good.
Very good. MS then. Ooh, do.
I like how MS also kind of looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Boy.
25, 30 to there. And it's going to step there, and it just sort of settles down into itself and then emits these spores.
Ow.
I need Constitution saving throws from Carsis and Lex, please.
Okay. Oh, no.
14.
I rolled a 7, but I'm going to use magical guidance to spend a sorcery point to roll that again. Which is better because that's a 24. I'm glad I did that.
24. Neither of you are stunned as you can feel these spores sort of invade your respiratory system, and there's a moment where you feel your muscles and all your tendons begin to tense up, and then you're released again. And with that, once it's emanated these spores, it then sort of shifts its form once again. You can see this fist that just swings back and is going to aim towards you, Lex, because you've just hit it with a lightning bolt and it didn't like it. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Nope. Thank you, Mage Armor.
There we go. So
Hit
then
without?
S's, the tiny little
I'm
ones.
11 without Mage Armor. 14 with it. I'm wearing a duster, mate. There's no armour involved.
5,
You look prim and proper.
30. Oh.
Step on MSP, will you?
20, 25. See, they are tiny little things, but...
They've got 300 hit points.
15, 20, 25, 30.
You run fast. Like all baby zombies in Minecraft.
Do. Interesting. So that's them, and then the MAs are very, very... Oh no, I've done that very, very wrong. They cannot move that far. They can go to there.
I don't like the look of the venereal... No, VF. I nearly said VD.
So at a dash, they can go that far. So the MAs can only go 20 feet, so they're going to dash as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there. It doesn't see Jill because she's in a tree. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Damn, they can move.
Dash straight up to there. That's a dash, I should say.
Aha. Wow.
And then the VFs. The VFs
So,
cannot go very far at all.
The next day, how was D&D, Dad? And I usually go, oh, I was fighting dragons or fighting monsters. If I tell her I had a scrap with some mushrooms, she's never going to eat them again. It's hard enough to get her to eat them at the best of time. She's going to be like, I thought you was like played a cool game with your friends. I do. I just had a fight with some mushrooms yesterday. She's going to be thinking me chinning a portobello.
And then we get to S1. The S's don't have a movement speed, and so it's just going to continue to shriek. And that's all it's going to do.
Great.
And that's all S3 is going to do is shriek. And then we're over to Carsis.
Drop a nuke.
Kind of, yeah. Just thinking what's best to do. This big boy's here. Yeah, I really wish I took Fireball right now. I did not. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, first things first, sword out, start glowing from inside. As I look towards MS, I see MA1 right next to me. I'm going to enter Blade Song, please.
Nice. Carsis just begins to vibrate.
Yep. And then I am going to move 5, 10, 15.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks of opportunity.
I believe
First
it's
from
3,
MS.
Matt,
Yes, it is 3.
because of MA2.
MA2. MS misses with a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And MA is also going to try and hit you with a slightly smaller fist. That's an 8. And then an 11 for MA2. All 3 of them miss.
Which completely fucks up your plans.
Cool. And as I get there, I just move quickly, and then as I get to my point, kind of like sliding a little bit in the mud, I'm going to put some thunder energy in my sword, stab the sword into the ground. I'm going to cast Thunder Step.
Okay, where are you thunder stepping to?
I am thunder stepping to my point of origin.
Very good.
I love how many
runs
you're
away,
going to hit. on this.
So I thunder step from here. It's 10 foot. So I believe that is everyone apart from S1, MS, and S2. That needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Which they're mushrooms, so they will have good Constitution.
So we're going to do some group rolls here to make
Go for it.
this easier. I'm going to roll for all the MAs, all the VFs, and then all the MSPs.
Great.
Tweet.
So the MAs, a Constitution saving throw.
Please.
I'm going to get a 17.
Oh,
That, I believe, meets it. That passes it, actually. Yeah. They
Sorry,
save.
an 18 for the MAs.
They save. Half
No,
damage.
The MSPs get a 5.
Fail.
And the VFs, shit.
Oh, Carsis, you need to remember to add your aid.
I've got my aid, I just don't have the thing open. Sorry.
Very
Oh,
good.
interesting.
So the VFs get a
Hasn't updated
19.
mine.
They save as well.
So the MAs save, the MSPs do not.
So I rolled 14, 17, 18, 19 points of thunder damage. So 9 to the ones that save. 19 to fails.
We round up, so it'll be 10.
Yes, 10 and 19.
So 10 to them, 10 to them, 10 and 10. So as you step and this shockwave of energy shoots out and sort of reverberates around this small swampland, all of the MSPs just shrivel up and fall over just as their very being and their whole body is just shaken. All their cells just... when you shake things up too much, they just die. What you notice is the 3 of those die, every other creature with an M in its name almost just shakes and winces slightly. So they die. And then
Is this like in Dark
creatures
Souls
are bloodied.
when you kill the small mushrooms, the big mushrooms come after you?
oh, good.
So the VFs are bloodied.
Nice.
But everything else is fine.
Great.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, as I just teleport back, I look at Lex, look at MS, and say, might be a little big for you, so run away. It's my turn.
Negative.
Jewel, I'm leaving that one there.
I can take it.
In a fight, right?
Yeah.
Ow.
I've got oil of slipperiness, so I could use it as loot, technically.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Are we not trying to get away from these things? You hear out of a tree. And then Joe's going to look at the thing. It was the S1 and S3 that was making the noises that set this lot off.
Yeah, they are still making a noise.
Yeah, so he's going to jump out of the tree and will try and land on S1. It would be effectively 10 feet of movement, so I know that I need to...
I'm going to need an acrobatics check.
Yep.
Please. And there is a lot of Digwick energy tonight.
There's my sheet. Acrobatics,
Yes.
24.
21. Yes, like the silent assassin that Jewel is, just...
Flies out, and then dagger out, and just stabs it, and she lands on S1.
Okay, roll me
So-
attack to hit, please. This will be the sneak attack, because S1 is engaged, and I'm... No, just roll to hit.
Cool. It's with the Dusk Dagger. Not
Okay.
that think makes any difference.
It's not quite dark in
Yeah.
here.
Didn't
It's
think
sort
it
of
was.
Dimish light. So
So that's cool. That's one of them. Yeah. That
Oh.
happened.
An amazing acrobatics roll, and then you land on your head.
Absolute. Yeah, it's slippery apparently.
okay. So just for reference, that additional feature on the Dust Dagger will work in here because it is dim light. If you'd hit, of course.
If I'd have hit, smash him.
Rub salt in the wound.
Yeah.
So instead, you sort of land and just catch the small pool of water next to this creature as it continues to shriek, and it's that shriek that just sort of puts you off as you're gliding through the air like some sort of gigantic flying squirrel.
Are we not going to try and shut these up? That's my go.
Very good. I need to close that one down. That's the wrong encounter for some reason. There we go. Cool. So with that, Lex, as Jewel just appears and splashes muddy water over you.
Well, you've got this one then. And then I will move here, but as I move to here, I will use my bonus action to make almost like a little cog pill in my hand, which I'll swallow, and then my throat will just start to glow as I cast Dragon's Breath on myself.
Nice.
And then I'm going to fucking use Dragon Breath on those two pricks, and it's going to be fire damage.
On MS
So-
and S3.
Yes, please. And that is a dexterity saving throw, please. Dex 14.
Okay, let's just put your concentration on for Dragon's Breath. Oh,
Oh, thank
that
you.
failed. Try that one. There we go. And then, so MS with a con saving throw, you said, sorry.
Dex.
Dex.
Yep.
I'll listen in a minute, that's 14.
Makes the save, so that's half damage.
I'm not even going to bother rolling for S3, because even if it makes the save, it's dead anyway.
Cool. Oh,
Awesome.
fucking duck. I had 1, a 2, and a 2. So 5 fire damage after 3.
3 fire damage to MS. And
I almost just hiccup out a flame.
S3.
Like the dragon in Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mushu.
Fuck's sake.
Mushu.
S3's dead. I'm going to say, as you swallow this pill, then the magic sort of gets caught in your throat, and you just. And it's just, it's almost like you've belched flame more than anything, than a
Yeah.
proper fire breath.
Yeah.
But there you go. Anything else in your turn?
No.
It's alright, Lex, I've seen you ship bigger than that.
Oh. It worked perfectly on your ring.
Okay.
I am so pleased we are able to have a laugh at this very moment.
I'm just reassuring my party member. That's
How
all.
about you concentrate?
MS then is again just going to sort of settle down into itself and these spores come out.
Fuck's sake.
Tarsis and Lex, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
15.
Once again,
15. Very good.
I will use a magical guidance to re-roll that because I'm worried that a 12 isn't good enough. So I've got an 11 and I've got to reuse the next roll. Fuck a duck. Right, 11 then.
11. As these bright,
Yeah,
multicoloured spores sort of go into your nostrils and through your mouth, and you breathe them in, around you, you begin to hallucinate, and it's almost like the trees become constructs and mechanical creations, and like everything around you now becomes made of clockwork. You are now incapacitated, and you are poisoned for the next minute.
This
I'm
is what he
resistant
sees.
to poison. Does that make a difference?
Yeah. Say again, sorry?
I'm resistant to poison, but not immune.
That's
So I'm not
poison
gonna
damage.
it.
So you're resistant to poison damage, but you are not resistant. So the poison community.
And
so yes.
poisoned. Thanks.
So you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
And I can't take actions
but
or
while
reactions.
you're incapacitated, yeah, you can't take. So yes, you can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But yes, once it's done that, then it is then going to try and slam a fist into you, which will now be at advantage because you are incapacitated.
Thanks, mate.
I believe.
I'm
just going to double check that one. No, it's not.
It doesn't say attack rolls against me have advantage.
No, I'm thinking I always get these wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, it's stunned or petrified or paralysed or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, a stunned creature is also incapacitated, which is probably where we get confused.
Yeah.
So that to hit you with a big gigantic fist for MS to fist you is going to be a 15.
And that hits.
Thank God you got that loop.
You have been fisted. I need dice.
I can't even use shield because I can't take reactions either, so I am
reactions, that's
taking that
checking,
right up the ass.
Are you happy now, Cassis? He's getting attacked and it is because you just distracted him.
Fucking D4s. Right. You are going to take 4, 5, 6, 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And
there's an and
4,
to
5,
that,
6,
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10 points of poison damage, which because of your resistance will be reduced to 5.
Boom.
So 5 points of poison damage. And that will be MS's go. All of my MSPs are dead. So then we go to MA. So the first MA, which is right next to Karsis. Yeah, make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Karsis.
I don't think I want to that. 18.
18, you're fine. That'll be it to go.
Is chat having a drinking game right now, by the way?
MAB is going to go to there. And is also going to just sort of settle down and these spores come out. Jewel and Karsis, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, of course.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was going to say, one of these is going to fail. 5.
19.
5. 19. Karsis, you are now stunned for 1 minute.
Oh, fuck. Why is it always somehow?
I believe.
He's got to be feeble-minded this campaign at some point as well.
He did that to himself with a
tempt
-3
fate.
wisdom.
Don't tempt fate.
Feeble Mind's intelligence, which is why Kirik got fucking Feeble Minds twice. This time, I'm prepared. I believe with that, then...
Blade Song disappear?
I believe... Yeah. Enzel, if you are incapacitated. So as my muscles lock in place, the glow underneath me also dissipates with it.
Does that also mean that Lex has lost his concentration because he's stunned?
Oh, I need to do a concentration check. Thank you for reminding
so
me.
you need to do a concentration check. So 10 or above.
14.
14, you're fine. In fact, that was one hit, so what did I say? That was no, that'd still be 10 or above. Cool. That's MA2's go. So we've then got the VFs. I need to look at their movement speed. They've only got 5 feet movement speed. So VF1 is going to move up to there. VF2 we're just going to do for shits and giggles. Going to move over to here. And yes, so VF1 is the only one that's going to get an attack. Ooh, that's interesting.
No, it's not, Matt. It's not.
Okay, it's going to make 2 attacks against you, which I believe because you are stunned, that does give me advantage, right?
Sure does.
Cool. Too many things. So these tentacles just and they look rancid, like they are rotting as well. 2 of these are going to go and try and hit you. So the first one with advantage was shit. That was a maximum of an 8 to hit. The second one is an unnatural 20.
So hits.
You are going to take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Great.
Yes, for those in chat, this is an anime fan's dream. A wet dream, I should probably say.
The whole thing
We've
in
had
chat's
fisted,
just
we've got
been an
tentacle bits
entire...
now.
Yeah.
S1 continues to shriek.
King Malt.
Karsis, it
Stunned.
is your go.
I'm
I
stunned.
just need to look. Yes, so you can do nothing except repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. So Constitution saving throw, please.
18.
18, you are no longer stunned.
Oof.
Great.
As your muscles just unlock again,
Up for that.
having had that tentacle just sort of thwack you across the face.
Is that what it takes to get you to move again?
I prefer when that's in the bedroom. But alright.
He's stunned.
I'm so in
They are
love.
stunned and aroused.
Very good. At the end of Cars's turn, then, Jewel, having seen Cars's sort of muscles just lock up, that vibration, that subtle vibration, begin to sort of, or ends, and then this creature just shuffle up, and Carsis then sort of spring out of it again. It is your turn. You still have this shrieking creature next to you, really, really high-pitched shriek, and then you've got these fungal creatures sort of surrounding you almost.
Cool. Be attempt number 2 at S1 with the Dusk Dagger.
Go for it.
Right,
Which
try
will
this again.
be... There
So
will be no sneak attack on this.
Bonus action steady aim.
There we go.
Also get advantage. There we go.
Advantage.
Fucking hell. I mean, does a 9 hit?
It's got an AC of 5.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Rolled a natural 1 on a 3, and I was like, good lord almighty, how can I do that badly? Anyway, so, it's that money.
Damage plus the psychic damage. Isn't it?
That plus one of them. I'll do the psychic damage in a minute. That lot is 14 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
7 points of psychic damage.
So you'd killed it with the stab anyway, but
Nice.
it's worth knowing the psychic damage. So you just
Yep.
sort of stab down into this thing, and there's just this great gout of, not blood, but sort of like this greenish-black ichor that just goop goes everywhere as you stab down into this creature, and immediately the shrieking stops. Everybody's ears begin to ring a little bit.
Okay. Assessing the situation, I'm going to... Can't do that because of bonus action. I can't move. Cool. There we go. Fantastic. I point at MA2.
Nice. Lex, you are poisoned and incapacitated.
Yep.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn, please.
20.
20. You are no longer poisoned, and therefore no longer incapacitated.
Boom. Thank you. And that's my turn, isn't it?
And that is your turn. So MS is just gonna
It's going to do it again.
shuffle down a little bit, and more spores come out. Carsis and Lex, Constitution saving throw, please.
13.
13's good enough.
16.
Was 12 good enough? Curiosity
12
last
was
time
good
as well.
enough, yeah.
Oh,
12
you
was
bastard.
the DC.
And I fucking re-rolled it like a twat.
Hey man, better safe than sorry.
Might I suggest you move away from that thing?
Might I suggest
the
you stop
spores.
suggesting?
As all these spores just sort of settle around you but have no effect this time. Let's flip a coin then. Lex again.
Mm-hmm.
So this big fist comes towards you. That's going to be a 13 to hit, which will not
Nope,
hit.
my butthole is firmly clenched. You are not getting in.
MA then. MA1. Where are they? They're going to stay there. They're going to just settle down. And... Karsus, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Fuck's sake.
5.
Oh, cock it.
You are stunned.
Fuck's sake.
And then MA2 is going to do exactly the same thing. So, because Karsus is already stunned, Jewel, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
13.
13, you are not stunned.
Jesus.
So VF2 is then going to shuffle under this tree. Let's attach that properly, shall we? He says, and it's going to go 5, 10 to there. That's its movement speed. VF1 then is going to make 3 tentacle attacks against you this time, Karsus.
It's a roll of the dice?
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
Love this creature.
Karsus,
So,
can you take
yes,
3?
with advantage again. That's an 18 or an unnatural 20 to hit with the first.
Yeah,
A 10 or a 15 to hit with the second. Does that hit?
10 or 15. No, that misses.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, misses.
15 misses. So first one hits, second one misses. A natural 1 or a 14. So only one of those is going to hit. And that is going to be 7 points of necrotic damage. And that's there go. And then we are around to Karsus again. So Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
5.
5. You are still stunned. Jewel.
Have I seen, has Lex or Karsus hit MS yet? Oh yeah, with a couple of flamey things and
Yeah.
doodads.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jewel will move 5 feet up to MS and will attack MS with, again, the Dusk Dagger. So
Roll to hit.
that's just normal, doesn't give me
It's a
advantage.
straight attack, but you will get sneak attack because MS is engaged with Lex.
Nice! 23.
23 will hit.
£13 points of piercing, 5 points of psychic.
And with that strike, you do manage to bloody this creature as again this greenish black liquid just begins to pump out of the wound as you stab it in.
And as I do that, there will be a sort of a second form of a shadowy form of Jewel shifts out and stabs. Pebble, it's my dice. Fuck off. I get to play the cat. And we'll stab MA2.
Very good.
Oh, blimey. For 9 points of necrotic damage.
That's an auto hit as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good. MA2 is now bloodied as this shadowy spectral form, even in your stunned condition, Carsis, you see this spectral form of Jewel almost just like peel off from the back of her and swings round, and in this shadowy form you can see tiny little pinpricks of light, almost like stars, as this creature then just stabs in and dissipates. Anything else on your turn, Jewel?
Yes. Bonus action disengage. To
Good
move.
call.
Yeah, move 5, 10 over there. Having seen tentacly one, so
Okay, so you're going to move over to there.
yes.
Make sure you tick off one of those features.
Click that.
And then we are over to Lex.
I could do some. So my plan is 5, 10, 15, 20. Move to there. Shuffle around Microsoft.
An attack of
Yep.
opportunity from MS, which is a natural 20.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You getting
I
body
will-
slammed.
I will restore balance, so you roll normally.
Oh, he's got it! Oh, are we going to get it?
Oh, that one could have hurt.
Why is he rolling with advantage though?
'Cause oh no, it's
Wait,
not.
what
is
does
it?
restore balance do?
Oh yeah, if it's advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, in which case
I'm
you're still
thinking
going to
you
get
press the advantage button on D Beyond Me, don't you?
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you, rule lawyer, dickhead. Well, no,
it. Okay, so it is still a crit,
double the
right?
damage.
Oz.
Oh,
See you later.
So,
Well, you need
4,
is Keurig
5,
here.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I was going to click the Keurig denied and I couldn't.
I know.
I was going to do it even if he was going to get to re-roll on it.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is real bad. This is
This is
real
getting
bad.
real bad real fast.
9,
Oh dear.
12, 13, 14 points of poison damage reduced to
He's
7.
gone.
Oh, thank fuck, I'm resistant to poison
Oh
damage.
god.
Resistant to poison.
Jesus.
I'm on
that was
5 hit
close.
points. 5 hit points.
So as Lex
So-
runs around and this fist just slams against you, I need a concentration check, please.
Fucking hell.
I'm about to use Dragon Breath as well. Fucking hell.
What's he got?
Oh,
a
what's the save on that?
17. I've got 17 on the concentration
That's a
check.
save.
Yeah,
That is a
30.
save.
Because it was
34.
Yeah, it was 20. It was 25 points, so that the save would be 12 or 13. Yeah, 13 rounded up.
So,
There you go.
as I come round MS and get donkey punched, it kind of knocks me, staggers me forward. But then I
Slide
manage
into the space you're at.
to just lift my head up, and then with a gasping breath, I'll just fire damage everyone in front of me,
Oh, yes.
apart from Carsus, obviously.
Oh, you've got to roll for that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's going to hit one
Now, how
of
big's
us.
the cone?
It's 15 foot
15
cone,
foot,
isn't
I
it?
think.
Yeah.
Bear with me, I'm getting there.
It's fine. It's fine. If you hit Castle, it's fine.
I've got this. Look at that.
Yeah, it's okay. They're a tiefling.
Yeah, you can hit those three then.
I will allow it. You're not going to hit a May 1.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hit Carsis, you can't hit MA1. If you want to hit
I'll
all
si-
3 of
I'll
them, you're going to have to risk.
I'll singe them. Carsus can take
You're
it.
going to
fuck 'em.
singe Carsis.
Yeah, let's just take everyone out.
Okay, so
If
we'll
I
say
play
sort
it,
of-
I wasn't planning on hitting Carsus, but I did just get donkey punched, so my aim.
That's true. It makes sense.
Yeah, so as you
only I
stumble and
wasn't-
this breath just...
If only I wasn't stunned, I could have used that to our advantage, but I can't.
Yeah.
So Dex 14, which I'm assuming
Dex 14
Carsus
saving
fails straight off the
throw.
bat.
I believe I automatically failed dexterity saving throws. Yep.
Yeah.
You do. So we're going to do the MAs together again. Oh, what have I just done?
How much damage is that, Danny, by the way?
3d6.
Okay.
Are you going to die?
Nah, I'm fine.
You'll be half damage.
MAs
So
together get a
max 9
natural
damage for it.
20.
Oh, fuck's sake,
sake.
Matt.
So they're going to take a quarter damage. And then VF
More damage to them.
is going to get a natural 1, so he's going to double it. So the world is in
Balance
balance.
is restored.
So yes, VF1 is going to take the full damage, whatever it will be. And then
7.
the MAs are going to take quarter. It's 7 total.
Yeah.
That's poor.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Have you got any salt? Just rub it in there. Just there you go. Have some vinegar with it as well. It's good.
So that would be half to 4 and half to 2 for the MAs.
And as you see, Lex and Jewel, is that the fire doesn't seem to burn Calcis that much. I take 4 points.
Nice.
Nice.
But MA1 is now bloodied. Very good, Lex. Anything else on your turn? As you trip, splutter.
I kind of want to move, but I can't because I don't want to risk another attack of opportunity. But I'm about to be stunned and dead in a minute, so I'll see what happens.
So are you going to move?
I have got 5. Well, I've got some 10 feet of movement left, but I was scared if I move.
You're out.
Actually, I've still got my reaction, so I could use shield. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
Wow. Many things happened.
It's fine.
So many tokens.
Yes, they don't properly stack for some reason. But anyway, I'll sort that out. Cool. So you move back to there. It is then MS's go.
Oh, shit.
MS is going to shift into here.
Oh, fuck's sake. Trying to move out of the way.
And it's going to
cool.
just
Okay.
shrink in. And then spores come out again. Carsis, you're already stunned. So, Jewel, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
It's an 11.
You are stunned.
Fucking
I
marvellous.
cannot believe we're going to be TPK'd by mushrooms.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Literally don't do drugs.
And now I get to flip a coin again.
Take your pick, we're both stunned. Fucking
me.
hell.
That is going to be Jewel.
Oh,
For a
Jesus.
big old fist with advantage. So that would be a 10 or... Ooh, an 11.
Miss.
Miss.
Nice.
So as this fist just... It catches against a tree and just sort of curls round it and just misses you. So MS does not hit, but you are now both stunned. The MSPs are dead. MA. So MA1 then is gonna try and smack Carsis. Or is it? No, it's not. 5. Ooh. 10. And is then gonna shrink down. Constitution saving throw, please, Lex.
Lex. Fuck
Yeah.
me.
It's next to you.
I wish Lesser Restoration got rid of stunned. But it doesn't. I keep checking.
Pretty
Hang
great.
on, I rolled a 9, but let me spaff another sorcery point. I'm not having that.
One.
I'm not having that. I am not having that. It's alright because the next one's a 12. That's a bit better, isn't it?
There you go. That is a save. So you are not stunned. VF1 then is sort of wavering and staggering around a little bit, but it is going to make some attacks against Carsis. Oh fucking hell, I don't know what's going on with that D4, but we're going to throw that one down there anyway. It's going to make one attack against Carsis, but it will be at advantage. Natural 1 or a 5. 6, sorry, so misses. VF2. Really annoys me that they haven't got a lot of movement speed, but can do 5 feet to there. And so it's going to make an attack against Jewel, or it's going to make 4 attacks at advantage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
14 to hit.
Meets. Hits.
So that's going to hit. 21 to hit is going to hit as well. I need to roll. Yep. And then the third one is going to be a 16 or... Yeah, a 16. And then the fourth one is going to be a 14 or...
It hits anyway.
So, yes. So that is 48.
Shit.
And you can't use your
48
reactions.
Can't use a reaction.
3, 4.
Is it 48 4 times?
No. It's 1d8 4 times. 15,
Fucking hell.
16, 17... 23 points of necrotic damage.
You see you're getting
Shit.
just destroyed. I mean, bloody hell. I'm bloodied.
Yep.
You are. Very good. Karsus, Constitution saving throw, please.
Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. 6.
6, still stunned. Jewel, Constitution saving throw, please.
Look at that thing I need to do. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Bless you.
Constitution saving throw. 11.
11. That is not enough to save, sorry, because that came from MS. So you are still stunned.
Going down, boys.
Lex.
Can you just put a 10-foot radius sphere on the board for me? Or I could do that myself, can't I? Why didn't I just do that myself?
It's fine.
Well, that's bigger than I thought.
10-foot
Thank you.
radius.
That's 15-foot radius.
Bear with me. So yeah, it'd be that big. Do you want it around you?
No. Oh, can I pick it up? I'm just moving
You have to
now.
click on the very edge.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Stick.
Click on
Stick.
it.
Really love
Okay.
your, fucking hell.
Shots fired!
Oh,
I
Can we screenshot that and put it on screen? I want that. That's. I'm putting that in the Discord server right now.
oh God. I don't know
There
what
we
else it's
go.
going to do. There we go.
So if I do that, I can hit everyone about from Karsus, right?
Oh, God.
You can hit all 3 of them apart from Karsus, yes.
Dear.
So as I'm sort of laying there, I'm like, oh, time to make a loud squeak of my own, and I'll just cast Shatter
Nice.
with like a flailing hand. And that's a con saving throw from all of those, please.
Con saving throw from all. Yeah, just so everybody that is watching after the fact can see what Stick posted there.
I couldn't really
Fantastic.
beat that.
So the MAs, again, we will roll together to see if they save. And then I'll do VF1. So MAs on a Constitution saving throw. Get a 14.
Which is the number. Half damage.
So they're going to say so half damage. And then VF1 gets a 9. VF1 is dead.
Full
At
damage.
1 hit point.
3d8 thunder damage. And it is 20 thunder damage. Or 10 for the
20
save.
thunder damage. So 10 for the save. The MAs are dead.
Fuck for that.
Yeah, you're fine. It's great. Although that was
I'm
bloody
happy.
brilliant. That
Alright,
was
I'm
bloody
terrible.
brilliant.
So with this shrieking sound, this ear-piercing, just shattering sounds out, you just see... It's almost like these 3 creatures get shorn in half by the sound and just fall to the side and they're all dead. And again, no, this time you can see MS just sort of shudders greatly, and there's a little leak of spores, but not enough to cause anybody any harm. It's almost like it's feeling the pain of its comrades.
And then as a bonus action, I'll spend 3 sorcery points to get a 3rd spell slot back.
Excellent.
Because that
Anything
comes
else on
getting
your...
the lightning bolt next round, I tell you.
Anything else on your turn?
No, I'll just sputter up some blood and feel sorry for myself.
Very good. Let's flip the coin then. That, unfortunately, is dual. So this is going to be a fist attack from MS at advantage.
Let's go through the long grass and not watch where we're going.
That is an unnatural 20
I joked about a
or
rat-a-tat. I did not
you
think
hit
a
anyway.
10.
a salad would kill us.
So that is going to be... what is that?
Cause of
3,
death,
5,
strong enough.
6, 8, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Uh-oh.
9.
Poison damage has come in.
9
Poison
points of
damage has
bludgeoning
come in.
damage and 4 points of poison.
1 hit point left.
Somehow, Jewel is still up. That will be its go, and we are then over to VF2.
Oh, well. Bye, Jewel.
I'm really annoyed that I haven't got my lights connected, so I can't start flashing them red again.
It's going to make 4 attacks at advantage.
Is it too late to give him
Oh,
a
you have
cast
to be careful now. If it does more than... Although, it needs to be a single attack. Oh,
Needs to
4
be a single
attacks,
attack.
though? Once you go
Yeah.
down... Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Here we go.
So that's an 11 or
Matt really doesn't like Jewel.
a 6 with the first one. Second one is a 13 or an 18, so the second one is going to hit.
Okay, that one hits.
Third one is a 13 or a 12, so that's going to
Doesn't
miss.
hit.
Fourth one is a 7 or a natural 1. One's going to hit.
Wow.
Okay, I mean, so
Still bad.
she's going down.
Still bad.
Man, that
But you're not
slightly
gonna-
pissed me off, I'm not going to lie.
You could have been dead again.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 points of necrotic damage.
Down.
And you are now unconscious. So I'm going to take them off. Boom. And in fact, I'm just going to leave the stunned to the side as well. I feel like Jules had that effect on her far too much.
Yeah, but I've done that to my own feed.
This whole
far too
grayed
much.
out effect is, yeah. We need to get Jules some more hit points. Very good. It is then Carsus's go. Please
Oh, what am I doing?
roll a Constitution saving throw, please. At the end of your turn.
I've rolled 2 different dices today, or 2 different die today. I'm gonna roll the dice that I bought when I first decided I was gonna play Casas, which are the ones that are the buy flag. So
There we go.
doesn't help. It's a 5. Fuck this.
Oh, God.
Doesn't
Oh, dear.
help at all. Still stunned.
Jewel, roll me a death saving throw at the top of your turn, please.
Well, at least you're not stunned anymore.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not quite sure it's a silver lining on a tornado, but, you know, no advantage or shit. So, 17.
Nice.
What were you aiming?
What are you having about?
Oh no, that's fine. I think that's later on in your class now. But ignore me. So that's 1 success. Lex.
So, I'm going to move to here fuck off with all your tokens.
Don't worry about it. I've got it. Just move your character. It's fine.
And I am
Your bloody is
lightning
now
bolting. I am lightning bolting those two motherfuckers. Dex 14, save and throw.
Dex 14, so MS. Ooh, that's an 11 on the dice for a grand total of 11.
Full damage. Come on. 8d6 coming
He's
at
going to
you.
get a 6 on the dice for a grand total of 1.
So we've got full damage. Come on. Be good. Be good. Be good. Be good. 29 lightning damage.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you're fire.
MS with 27 hit points. VF is fucked. Lex, how do you want to do this?
So as I kind of hobble over, you can see me kind of charging it. It's sparking. It's not really working. And then I'll just, with the last thing I've got, lightning bolt it and then collapse on the floor. I don't even see the result. I'm just face down in the dirt.
You can see MS sort of shrinking itself down, getting ready to unleash spores again as this lightning bolt hits. And as it hits, this time it's just like bits of flesh and the fungal outer line just wisping away and bleeding away as this creature just has a hole burned through the centre of it that then hits VF2, and VF2 instantly is just ash as these two creatures fall and die, and we are out of combat. In the immediate aftermath then, Lex, still technically your turn. I don't know if you've got the movement to get there. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
5, 10, I moved 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Okay, I could get to Jewel
Okay.
then, and I will automatically give them, I've got a potion of greater healing. So I'll pour that down Jewel's throat, 4d4 plus 4.
I will say you can the Dragon's Breath at this point and just let that spell go.
Yeah. So that's 18 points of health back to Jewel.
Nice.
Nice.
As you pour it into Jewel's mouth and then sort of pour a little bit over the wounds as well. So that's in the immediate turn afterwards. So Jewel, you come back from unconscious state. Karsis, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
19.
19.
Where was that? 20 minutes ago.
As the creatures die then and the healing potion is poured down Jewel's throat, Karsis just... the muscles almost spasm and they are returned to full mobility. Jewel, does that still leave you bloodied, or are you up out the other side now?
That's about halfway, isn't it?
It is about halfway, so we'll say you
36,
are
it's still
just about bloodied.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay then, we will say in the aftermath of this fight, as you all sort of take a breather and a moment to recover, we're going to take a short break and then we'll be back straight afterwards. So we are going to play the advert from Homie and the Dude again, so stick around for that and we will see you in a few minutes.
Work. There we go.
Press the wrong button. Go to.
Perfect.
I mean, I pressed the
Absolutely
button. Do you know, I think I managed to do that at the exact moment it was switching scenes. So it switched scenes and fucked it up.
Amazing. All you missed, Sky, was Dave make a colossal fuck up as we started again. So there we go.
It's the
I
night for
saved
that.
the day.
It's
That's the
great.
main thing.
I'm going to embrace it. It's
Saved the
fine.
day.
Lex did save the day. Lex
Yeah.
did save the day.
Once again.
So before we get back into that, I forgot to talk about our upcoming giveaway at the very, very beginning. So I want to give another plug for that. We are 7 followers away. 7 followers away from being able to kick off that giveaway of the very, very special, unique, one-of-a-kind item. There will not be another one in the foreseeable future, at least, available to any of our fans. So yes, if you don't want to miss out on that, then please help us get to 100 followers, and then we will kick off that giveaway, and then we will reveal what the item is, and I know everybody's going to be really excited when they do see it. It is very, very special. Cool. So yes, 100 followers is what we need. 10 subscribers if we can get there, but 100 followers is the main thing. Cool. So yes, having barely survived the fungal onslaught of tentacles and spores, Jewel, you sort of take that sharp intake of breath and cough a little bit as the healing potion is poured down your throat and over your wounds. Karsis, you feel your muscles just release as you overcome that paralysis, that stunned feeling, and you're able to sort of move around again. And Lex, you then just sort of sit there, as you are now the most injured out of the crew.
Please tell me. Remind me which one of us said, should we not leave? Oh, God.
Let's just discuss it after a little rest, okay?
I am going to look at mushroom soup very differently in the future.
Where are you from again? What's the name of the place?
You're asking me now?
Dryamere, the region.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah.
Viamere.
Dryamere.
Dryamere.
Which is...
This is a long tangent just to make a French onion soup joke with Dryamere instead of French. But I'm going to persist. I would have thought you was a Dryamere soup kind of cat. And I'll just cough up some blood.
I was until now. I have to admit I have not seen this, and considering I am not that far away from home, that is saying something. Karsis, are you alive?
I'm alive, yes.
Are you okay?
Only my honor that is wounded, so that's fine, I guess.
Is that not happening to all of us on a daily basis at the moment?
That's fair. That's fair.
I suppose.
Oh,
Are you alright?
yes, Lex, you look like hammered shit.
That's bad, I assume. Can we rest
Yes.
up while I tend to my wounds?
Yes, do you,
Yes, we can.
Do you think it'd be safe to recuperate here for a while? I mean, everything's burnt to a cinder within quite a long radius, so as long as we don't move, we won't disturb anything, we should be safe here for at least an hour or so, right?
Yes, let's not trip over anything. And I'll send Tabitha to have a look around.
Long story short, I don't want to use a potion of greater healing, I want to do a short rest.
No worries, well, you can have a short rest. Karsis, how far away are you sending Tabitha?
Tabitha will be flying around in 100 feet.
Yes.
Cass is actually going to walk into her. So I'll spend my long rest just having a look. My short rest, even. Having a look.
Hell of a short rest, mate. I'm back up to full health. I don't know what I did with some TPC and some plasters, but I am absolutely full of life now.
Mud bath.
Yeah.
Just... very good. Ate a magic mushroom and there we go. Just hallucinating your full health. Cool. So I'm going to ask then, up to you, Karsis. You can either make a perception check in isolation for yourself and Tabitha, or you can together give yourselves advantage.
-3, Matt. -3.
I know.
I will take the advantage. And good fucking thing I did. Rolling an absolute crap today. That's a 14 on the advantage dice.
14.
The other one was a natural.
So you wander around this swamp-like area. You don't go too far, but there then comes a moment where, yet again, you trip. But this time, it's not tripping over a fungus. Your foot catches on something metallic.
Sorry, I meant I sent Tabitha out and I walk into.
Okay, you ascend it, right? I didn't think. I thought you said you were walking as well. In which case, as
Sorry.
Tabitha flies around and sort of 100 feet exits out of this small little wooded area and this small swamp, and then sees something glinting on the floor. Looks like something metallic is just catching the sunlight on the floor. Does she go down to investigate?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. As she flies down then, and just alights on the edge of this metallic object, she looks down and sees that there's this rusted but still partially sort of shining, almost circular metallic object that looks like it's jutting out of the floor. Or out of the ground, out of the grass, I should say.
It's like a metallic circle, you say?
Yeah. Slightly curved in nature as well.
Is the answer's going to be no, but is Tabitha able to lift it?
The answer is certainly no. This thing is buried, almost.
Cool. How far away is that from where we are, roughly?
I'm going to say it's probably at the limit of that 100 feet.
Okay. Okay, cool. In that case, I'll walk out, but I'll keep Tabitha flying.
You
Investigating.
said warg. I thought you said walk. That's where I fucked up.
Warg.
Sorry. Warg.
My bad. Looking at Lex, looking at Jewel. Same. Tabitha found something. It's probably nothing too dangerous, so
Not even another mushroom?
don't think so. But I'll go investigate.
Are you sure that's wise? Should we not tread carefully?
That's alright. No one will see me. And I'll just twist Tear of Sorrow. The light is going to impact both Lex and Jules' eyes by the time their vision is restored. I am no longer there.
I meant tread carefully, not be see. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. They are gone.
Very good. Carsis then just turns invisible.
And you're actually going to hear...
Because you do know you can still walk into danger even though you're invisible?
Yeah, but no one will see me, or no one will be able to catch me. And you just hear heels click. As I'll activate the boots of speed and just run towards the place.
Nice.
So the only thing you do see is where Carsis runs. There is
Mud
just
splatter.
tiny little splashes of where the feet catch on this wet floor, and they disappear into the woodland and beyond.
Jewel at this point during the long rest has been using non-lethal vegetation to help wrap her wounds as well as helping Lex with whatever else he's brought.
Very good. Carsis. Eventually you get to where Tabitha is still sort of alighted atop this strange metallic object, and you get closer and even you can now see the sunlight reflecting off a portion of it, but you can see the rusted metal as well. What would you like to do?
Well, have a look, see if there's anything or anyone around.
Okay.
Take a page out
Maybe
of Jules'
in-
book.
Maybe another perception check, please.
14.
14. You look around, you don't see any person, any people. But you do now see sort of beyond, as you've approached the sort of the edge of this small little wooded area, you see beyond there is fields again, but there's these wisps of mist that sort of dance around the area. You can see sort of where this wood ends, then edging this field ahead of you, there are these gnarled trees, the branches that seem to almost reach out in some form of embrace, if you like. With the 14, as you look, sort of, you pay a bit more attention to the trees. There are scars of sorts on these trees. It looks like they've been hit with either damage or something in time. They don't look fresh, they certainly look old. And as you now pay closer attention, this is not the only metallic object you can see sort of jutting out of the ground. There are a few others ahead, further away ahead. Make me an Arcana check as well, please.
Unnatural 20.
I think that was unnatural, wasn't it? Or was it
Unnatural.
anatural? Unnatural. Never
Sorry.
mind. It's okay.
Very exciting.
Nope.
Very exciting.
As you begin to sort of focus out into this field now before you, that's when you feel it. There's an aura of magic, but it feels old. It's palpable to the to the point where you can feel it, even though it's these faint traces of long lost enchantments that seem to permeate through the air. Your skin almost begins to tingle with the feeling. And as you sort of focus on that feeling ahead of you, you see like a subtle glow, almost pulses, and then another one. Then your attention turns back to this metallic object in front of you. Make me an investigation check, please.
Nine. Sorry. Can I use... No, I've already done it. Never mind.
I mean, I'll allow it if you want it.
I was going to say that Tabitha could help throughout this process, because she's around.
Yeah. Absolutely. So as you and Tabitha communicate then?
19.
19. You look at this object and you're a bit like, something seems familiar, and then Tabitha shifts slightly, and as she does, almost moves this object, and that's where you see the edge of a strap on the inside curve of this metallic object, and you realise you're looking at some form of buckler shield, long buried and rusted, yet somehow preserved to an extent within the soil.
Yeah, I'll grab it and try to remove it from the mud.
Make me a strength check, please.
Tabitha will help.
Okay.
I mean, the first roll is... Yeah, it's a 20... It's a 20.
Okay. So you reach onto that strap and then pull, and there's almost like this sucking sound as eventually there's just... You pull this shield out, and you can see that where it's been buried in the mud and the dirt, as you brush and sort of wipe that mud off, it's almost a perfectly intact, preserved shield. It's only that part that's been exposed to the elements that has long rusted and almost seems to flake away. But you find a almost perfect buckler shield.
Any runes or anything?
No runes, but symbols as such, as I ignore chat now for the next 10 minutes.
In that case, yeah.
What languages do you speak?
Common and infernal.
Okay. This is neither of those.
I will then run back.
Okay. So you scamper back through
Companions. Yep.
and find your companion still sat there as Jewel almost just finishes tying off an almost a poultice of sorts, if you like, made of leaves and vines and weeds, and just sort of ties that around one of the wounds with a bit of twine as well.
It is not perfect, but you will find it may help in the healing process. You do not want it to get too dry.
Ah, okay.
I'd like to try and sneak next to Jewel.
Make me a stealth check with advantage, please. And Jewel, make me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
That's just so perfect with disadvantage. Because it's an 8. However, it was a natural 20.
Very good.
Roll the 16 stealth.
So you managed to sneak up next to Jewel then.
I'd like to sit. I assume that Jewel sat like on a tree log or something.
So
Yeah.
you're sat on a rock or a log, yeah.
I'd like to sit right next to her, and in a moment where she like turns towards, the place where her back would be or her side would be, I will start casting Identify on the buckler shield, which breaks my invisibility spell.
There's a moment then where nothing is on this log. You feel sort of something like you think maybe you've just shifted your weight unconsciously while you're moving stuff around. And then there's a moment where you just hear almost like this breath of wind. And then you see almost immediately next to you Karsis with the pearl just staring at this shield on their lap.
There's a dagger half to his throat before he...
Well
Can we
played,
make a
Cassis.
truce not to keep doing this to each other?
Well-
I don't
well,
think my
played.
heart can take it.
No, Oh, that was quite fun.
Shh, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Well, this is your own fault.
For clarity, it is not fun for me at any time.
That is good, Lex. However, I believe that Cassis and I find it quite amusing.
Can it not become a competition, please?
I mean, I can tell you what you want to know.
No, I
It
don't.
would not
believe
make it be the truth, I'm afraid.
you. Actually, in other news, what is that?
Yeah,
What have you got?
Yeah, Cassis, what is it?
If you give me 10 minutes, I'll tell you.
You mean you have to start it again?
Just ignoring, just looking at the pearl.
Okay.
So
what the two of you would
10
notice-
minutes have to start again. What happens if we keep
on
interrupting?
Cassis.
Answer the question.
What you notice on Cassis' lap is this very almost ornate looking buckler shield with these leather straps, but you can see there's one part of it that is rusted and flaking away. Cassis sort of flips it over so the top, or the outer layer if you like, of the curve is upwards, where you can see these symbols on. As Karsis is casting identification then, Jewel and Lex, what languages do you speak?
Ooh.
Halfling and thieves' cant. And of course,
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Primordial, and Modron. Fucking hell, that's a lot of
You
languages.
always end up with like a billion languages, Danny.
you got Mordor language.
Mordor language.
Lex, there is a DM's whisper coming your way.
Oh, I know something you don't know.
Speak friend and enter.
But which language is it? Are you going to tell me which language it is?
I mean, you would know, I guess.
It's ironic that I chose Celestial as one of the languages, thinking we were fighting gods last campaign, and now we're in a campaign where the gods have diminished.
They're dead. We don't care about them, and no one wants to talk to them.
Go team.
They're not dead.
No, they're not dead.
They're just
They're
distant.
They're dead to us.
They are dead to us.
Dead to casters for sure.
Very much so. Hey, I said I would make the anti-Kirik.
Yeah. I suppose I made an anti Dargon.
I've made an
Actually can,
anti-Ander
yeah,
well.
actually can stealth.
Yep.
It is always fun to look back at a previous episode and go, how would have your previous character done it differently? Like trudging through the forest, going, get out of my way.
Right, you have gone from a boulder of a man to the wispiest of cats. I have gone from chaos to order, and you have gone from a religious prude to a antichrist whore. So
I'm going to challenge that chaos to order, because you've gone from chaos to a very fine fucking line.
Yeah.
It's true. That is true.
Like, there's a single roll of the dice that could really fuck your day up.
You are the
true.
knife edge of chaos.
Exactly. Very good. So, Karsis, roll me a spellcasting ability check, please.
Sure will.
I love the fact that we were all just like pretending like we were going to spend the next 10 minutes waiting for Carsis to actually do the identify spell.
21, please.
21. You stare through this pearl, and golden light just begins to sort of fill your eyes and sort of overtake your vision and your perception. And the symbols seem to sort of almost radiate off of this, and you get this feeling of immense, not necessarily power, but essence. That the symbols, the language, the writing on this describe something. This is a shield that was used in some form of war, some form of battle. It is old. Older than any of you. Older than the empire which you once called home. Older than anything you have ever encountered before.
I hate to break your concentration, but I can read what that says, if it helps.
Why did you wait until 8 minutes in to say that, Lex? Also, that is absolutely perfect.
I'm trying to respect the protocol.
Karsis,
My
I will
watch
say
said 10
you
minutes,
get
anyway.
the feeling, with a 21, you get the feeling of divine influence.
Absolutely.
It is a
check in
feeling
again.
you
Sorry.
are... Yeah, so even though you've never felt it before, you can feel that spark of the divine. It fills you up almost, but then there's part of you, a part deep inside of you, which almost recoils at that feeling.
Your prostate.
Don't have one, my friend.
Oh, shit. You might have added one. When we live in a magical world, you can do whatever you want. You can have a G-spot if you want.
You still have a G-spot. Anyway.
Let's not go down that
Let's not give Lex an anatomy lesson.
I don't want the fan art on that one.
Wait,
Birds
stop
than
at this
the
point,
Bee's
Matt.
book, that will be.
Yeah, I'll like sort of come out of the of the identify spell. And I'll turn to Lex and I'll say, what language did you say this was in?
It's
Celestial?
celestial, yeah. I can read it a little bit if you like,
What does it say?
unless you figured it out.
Well, I've got some information. I don't know if it's the same that you do.
Well, we're about to corroborate our stories, hopefully. Looking at some of the symbols, they are rusted away a little bit, but it is talk about protection, a champion, or and like a holy war. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, sort of. I definitely got that there is an item of great power, describing some sort of war and something way older than the Empire, way older than any of us, really. Something that happened a long time ago. Ooh, Matt, did the identify spell give me a sense of which god in particular?
With a 21, doesn't necessarily give you the feeling of which deity specifically, but in that line between alignments, good versus evil, this seemed to be more on the good side, that spark of benevolent divinity.
In my law document, due to my time with mechanics, it just say I have a knowledge of the divine war. Would I know that this would be from that? Matt's proud of me because I read my law document.
Divine war.
Make me
Hello.
a history check with advantage.
Hello. What is that?
Well, if I roll shit with a 7, we might not find out.
Is that with advantage?
Oh no, thank you.
I was gonna say.
Come on.
Fucking hell.
12.
12.
Better than a 7.
You begin to sort of think back to that, what you've just said and what Karsus has described to you, and something in your mind, it's almost like some of the gears begin to turn in a different way, and memories begin to almost unlock themselves. The power, the symbology, the nature of this shield itself remind you of things you were shown while you were away. And yes, you do recall information about a war between divine beings, where the gods clashed. Great scars were left across the world. In fact, it reshaped the world. That's all you're going to get with a 12.
Okay. While I was on Mechanus, I did hear talk of a divine war where the gods fought each other, and it kind of, the scars of that battle shaped what we know as Ardalia now. So maybe this was from that battle, or at least one of their champions. It's really old, right? What is it doing here?
Pretty old. Not sure.
My very limited knowledge of magical items, are they not meant to not be damaged in this way, or is this just a piece of metal?
I mean, it depends on how long, really. I mean, the area where this was in was just, there was a very strong magical aura around the place. I don't have the capability to sort of look into that a little bit further, but maybe there was some sort of effect happening that over time,
Dispelling
over
the
a long
magic,
time,
maybe. Yeah.
something.
So
Well,
yes,
with the-
I was making the assumptions that anything from the God's War would be magical. I would have assumed so.
Well, given their influence has waned somewhat in recent time, maybe this has lost its power also because of that. With it being the divine, does it hurt you in any way, Curses? Or with it losing its power, does it not? You okay?
I mean, I'm not burning from it, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I suppose the identifier told me that the item would require attunement, I assume.
The item itself is not a magical item as such.
Interesting.
So it is a shield that you can use. But it's almost like there is something missing for it to be unlocked, or for its true power to be revealed. Again, that 21 sort of showing you that there's something else. It's almost like this item is dormant.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Is it something you want to keep, or should we use it as a bargaining tool?
I mean, I can't use this. Not because it has some divine power. It's just I don't know how to. I never learned how to use shields, so I always fight with one hand free. It's sort of the way I go.
Who needs a shield when you're untouchable, right?
That's true.
Well, maybe we could trade it for knowledge when we get to the Crystalline Isle.
Well, yeah, potentially. But I was just thinking if any of you can use this sort of thing.
Similar to you, Cassis, I am quite keen to be as agile as possible, and I've not found
No.
such things useful.
I have no use for religious artifacts.
Right. Well, we can keep it in the bag, and then might be something that the Isle wants, or it might be something that once we find a little bit more about the god this belongs to, whoever is following that deity may give us a large sum of money for the artifact.
Now you are speaking my language.
I thought so.
Who is going to keep
The
it?
trade is fair.
Cassis, there was not anything else? You mentioned a weird aura, but nothing else?
No, just something. Just a magical sense of old magic around the place. But
Does that
to be honest,
do you think with me-
I go on.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you think we've met the edge of the wards that protect the Crystalline Isle, then? Do you think we're close?
Well, you must be getting close. I mean, we've been traveling for a while now, so yeah, it's just might be something to keep a general sense of where we are right now, and then once we get to the isle, we can trade the information that there might be something else they want to dig up or something. Yeah, just something interesting to let them know about.
Yeah. And I haven't mentioned it until now, Jewel, actually. Just to sidetrack a little bit, I noticed during the battle you did that. Your shadow attacked somebody again. Did you do that on purpose? Or is it still involuntary? Are you okay?
It is a bit of both. I put my all into some of the attacks, and that seems to be the counter of it. I wanted to do as much as I could.
Well, if we can use the side effects to your advantage, I don't see why you can't try and harness that.
Yes, it still feels... every time it happens, I feel I get... I go cold. It's not a particularly nice feeling. However, it is certainly better than death, and it seems to help for now.
Is it the sort of thing where you want to keep doing it? The more you use it, the easier it becomes, the less it hurts, sort of thing.
Sort of. It certainly is easier than even only a day or so ago. So yes, I don't know whether I should take comfort in that. I suppose I am getting more used to it, but is that not like getting more used to drink? Not a particularly great idea. I don't know. I don't know. Have enough information.
Can you control it? Can you choose when it happens? Or is it...
It does not happen when I do not want it, if that makes sense. I feel I have some sort of control, but how do you really have control over something that you don't really understand? I know it is going to happen when I intend to do more damage, but it's certainly not the way I would do it.
Well, the next time we make camp, I'll look again in my divine portal book and see if there's any mention of side effects and how to deal with them.
We will have to. We will have to assume it is something to do with my recent issues. It is the only sensible explanation. I do not think it was has anything to do with the Serpent's Cloak. It is nice to say their name out here and not to be worried. That is... wow. Back in the wilderness.
Recruit mushrooms?
Oh, they would if they knew they were that bad.
True.
Let's hope we find the river soon. It would be nice to get on the river and to the open water, open-ish.
Well, if we can make it to the water with these this aura you detected.
Is that encompassing us? Do we have to go around it?
As far as I could tell, it was only in that specific area. So, I mean, I can try to go through it, but I mean, once we get into the limits of the Crystalline Isle, well, it's really hard to say in that accent. We will we'll feel magical aura again. Might be different, but it'll be around, I assume. So I'm gonna have to get into an aura at some point.
Let's hope we do not get across the river to find big signs saying "Do not enter, keep out." Trespassers will be electrocuted. That one. Whatever you did, Lex. I'm not trying that one again.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
I know what you're trying to say.
Zapped. Bloody hard.
Anyway, are both of you ready to travel? Ready to move?
Yes,
as ready as I'll ever be.
Yes.
All right.
With anything, it is better to walk off mushrooms. Oof.
Speaking from experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all stand having rested, recuperated, investigated, pondered, You begin to follow Carsus as they lead you out of this small swampy woodland and out towards this field that they had found. And you can see as you reach the edge of the woodland this indentation where the shield had been withdrawn from the ground. And you stare out at the field. You very quickly realise that this in itself is an ancient battlefield. You can almost feel that air of mystery around it. The once fierce clash of warriors, whoever they were, has long since subsided, leaving this haunting tableau, if you like, that's been frozen in time to an extent. As you pay attention now, Carsus points out the trees and you look at the ground, you can see the landscape that is scarred by echoes of battle. Here and there you can see scattering of weapons, battered shields, fragmented armour, all of it half submerged in overgrown grass and encroaching moss. As you walk further into this field, there is this metallic tang that you taste. Almost that taste of blood, old blood, still lingering in the air, hinting at the violence that once stained the earth here. The battlefield itself stretches out in quite a wide expanse. There are those trees that you see, those gnarled branches that again, they seem like they reach out in this ghostly embrace. Their barks, their trunks, twisted and marked and marred by the scars of not only weapon attacks, but now, as those of you that are familiar with spells and the damage caused by spells step forward and see, you can see that these trees themselves are marred by the spells and attacks that have been striking at them. Some of them still bear half overgrown or half faded sigils, and the remnants of long forgotten arcane energies. There are these strange wisps of mist that dance across the field, swirling and twirling, almost as if they carry the memory of fallen warriors. As you get slightly further forward, there is a moment duel where you see this phantasmal echo of battle. Two individuals wreathed in shadow with those pinpricks of light as their swords clash, and one of them strikes the other through the stomach, and the echo just fades.
Stop. There is something here.
Only Jules sees that?
Only Jules sees that.
Shit.
What is it? And
Sorry.
I'll just prepare. I'll start preparing like a cog that starts whirring as if I'm preparing a spell, ready to go.
No, I do not do anything that will alert anything. I just thought I saw something. It was almost like the memory of the battle here. That's what it was.
How are you doing that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you can do that?
I don't fucking know. I just saw it. You think it is an illusion?
Be strange to be an illusion only targeting you. If it was an illusion, we would all see it.
Well, I will tell you if I see it again.
Another side effect,
Arsis.
maybe.
Then maybe that conversation we just had about it being okay would mean it is not okay for me to start using whatever that is.
That creaking door is creepy. Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
My fucking cat. It knows how to... To be fair, it added to the suspense, so well done.
That was fucking perfect timing. Like, so I'll say as the creaking door sound goes, Karsis, that tingle that you felt initially is stronger here, and Lex, you now feel something similar. It's almost like the nerve endings in your, or throughout your entire body, firing, and not quite pins and needles, but that feeling before pins and needles, that's like tingling you get. It seems to emanate across your whole body. You can feel that sense of magic long past, but great magic, immense in some way. And again, these patches just glow. And as you stare at one of them that lights up next to you, you can see it is an arcane rune, but ancient form of magic that neither of you have come across. At least you don't think you have. As you continue slowly, carefully, ever so calmly but on edge through this battlefield, you then start to see the small indicators that there was once some form of maybe settlement here. Crumbled, maybe statues, toppled pillars, shattered monuments, whatever they were. These solemn memorials that pay homage to whatever happened here. As you wander through this field, it is hard not to feel that weight of history, the resonance of forgotten tales. Those wisps of fog almost seem like whispers that beckon, that urge you to uncover the secrets of what happened here, to unlock whatever potential may be hidden here. And it's in that moment. Go for it.
Are there any like symbology or like runes or display of statues or anything that could even hint at the type of individual that was sort of looking after or blessing this camp from a deity perspective, from the knowledge that Cassus would have?
Make me an investigation check first, please.
So Tabitha's looking with me as well. Investigation. 24.
24. As you sort of crouch down and look at what maybe was once either a pillar or something that's fallen over and toppled and scattered, you find one piece of stone that has a strange set of writing on it, but there is a symbol in the middle, this circular symbol. Almost looks like a medallion or a shield. This circle is divided into two halves. The upper half, there is this symbol or image of a dove, serene in nature. Its wings spread wide, almost as if it's in flight. On the lower half of the circle, there is an image of a balanced scale. now going to ask you to make me a history check with disadvantage, please.
Nine.
The scales you've seen before, at least that symbol used with deities before. You've seen that used for the god of law, Erathis as it's known in some parts, but this is more or different. Either an abstraction or an offshoot or something, but not quite the same.
And remind me, Math. Arathis was the one that was back in Thalissa. The temple was Arathis as well.
So the temple in Thalissa was to a different name of Ayun.
That's it. Cool. Awesome. My bad then. Cool. Yeah. I will say to the others. This symbol, it seems to be something about the god of balance, justice. But it's also not the symbol that people are using around the cities today. I suppose it makes sense that if this was such a long time ago, symbols change, people knowledge changes. So, yeah, general sense is that at least this side was fighting in the name of that god.
In the name of balance?
Balance, justice, all that sort of thing.
No. Maybe I could get into religious artifacts after all.
But and I know this is where my mind immediately goes, but that does not necessarily immediately say they are on the side of good. They may be even carving down those who are too good. Keeping...
Yeah, that's true.
Keeping the natural order of things. That is a very pessimistic approach, but...
I mean, not to say anything, Lex, but the view on balance can be fairly subjective.
You have broken him, Cassis.
You can literally see the cogs whirring in his eyes as he's trying to process that. No, I can't process that. Surely, order is order, right? Balance is balance. You can't have Oh, hang on. As he's realizing he's justified decisions we've made in the order of balance, he's subjectified it himself. He's like, can we
balance.
move on?
Yeah.
Let's press on. I don't like it here.
All right. Sorry.
He's noticeably awkward now. He feels like his whole fucking life is just
belief system just crashing down.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Is this sorry, Lex? Is this news to you that there was a deity with very similar beliefs as what you do? I did very much believe you were very much anti the gods. So
well, I'm not so much anti-religious. It's just a lot of them don't make sense in the grand scheme of things. They all seem to have singular aims, but the general ethos of what I don't know. I know of them. I've just not really been invested in them, I suppose, and taken that much time. When you spend 30 years in a mechanist religion, it's not really a topic at the dinner table. It's all about action and reaction.
You spent 30 years there?
Oh, no. Yeah, it was 30 years, wasn't it? Is that the riff was 30 years ago? Yeah, I thought I'd done bad maths then. Yeah, 30 years.
Does time work differently in Mechanus?
Because I look so youthful. Is that what you mean?
I mean, how old are you? Are you 30? Are you slightly older than that? You must be slightly older than that if you spent 30 there.
38 years on this timeline. Yeah.
Well, you look
Scales
good on
don't
it.
crack, my friend. Thank you.
You're very, very well. Yeah, very well preserved.
Must be all of the oil grease for the gears. Must keep your face looking youthful.
Jewel looks at Garces.
As we've established.
As we've established, where they use cheating mechanics according to Malt. Deli Bukaki's in mechanics keeps you looking young.
I'll say as this conversation is going on,
Thank you.
Getting off the rails, you mean?
Jewel, you again get like one of these echoes that just appears behind you again, and that sound of clashing metal, and you sort of turn to look, and as you turn to look, you trip and fall over something. And as you sort of roll back to your feet, you look down at the thing you've fallen over, and you can see this metallic hand reaching up out of the earth. And that right there, folks, is where we are going to leave it for this week.
No
Nice.
way.
Way to wrestle it back at the end, Matt. Well done.
Oh
We're
god.
gonna have Arnie. We're gonna have Arnie next session.
No, it's what's his name who we kept leaving in all of the different places.
Oh,
Feldtag.
Feldtag.
It's Feldtag.
Feldtag. God.
Oh, I fucking hope
And
so,
we're gonna
'cause he
leave
was
him
created
here.
for the Divine War. He was created
You're
for...
going to leave. Oh. Go back to campaign 1 and see who Feldtag is.
Indeed. I am very sorry, Azrael, having you just join. Thank you, welcome. Please go and watch the episode on sort of on demand. It'll be available on Friday and later in the week on YouTube and also in the podcast format. But if you've enjoyed sort of the last sentence, please come and join us again next week. Thank you to everyone who's joined us as well for the last few hours. I know we've gone slightly over time in terms of our usual finish. That was just because we started a little bit late. Had a few things to get in there, but that was a lot of fun. I think we all enjoyed that. A little bit for everyone tonight. A little bit of fun, a little bit of chaos, a bit of humour, a bit of seriousness, a bit of lore. So hopefully everybody's had a good session there. Lots more things being pulled out in terms of the history of the world now and things long gone, so hopefully we will find out more. But yes, thank you all for joining us once again. Thank you for the raid at the beginning. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for the humour in chat. Please come and join us on Discord where you can interact with us more. Leave your theories in the Discord channel, please. I would love to hear them or at least read them. And yes, as I said, this episode will be available later in the week on YouTube and also on podcast formats. Please help us reach that 100 follower mark, and then we can get that giveaway started with that one-of-a-kind item. And don't forget to go and check out Homie and the Dudes Kickstarter, Sky's Effers. Again, that link is maltmagic.co.uk/HATDKS. And that will allow you to at least set the notification when the Kickstarter starts, and you can show them some support. But we have been the Malt Magic crew. This has been episode 21 of campaign 2. We are going to raid, so please do stick around. But until next time, stay safe. We love you all, and we'll see you next time.